Thank you very much for Bella. So now the following time, we are sitting here in the conference room. And first, please allow me to introduce our guest today. The gentleman sitting by my left is Mr. Vincent Wang, who is the COO of Guangxin Wang Factory. And also the guy sitting beside him is Mr. Ben Li, our R&D engineer. And me and Michelle will be the host for this session. So the following will be our Q&A session. In this session, we'll answer questions online from our clients and friends. And after that, which is about 30 minutes. And after that, we will invite Mr. Wang to give us to run the lucky draw, and we will select 3 lucky audience from online who are participating in this show. So first, Vincent and Ben, would you please to say hi to the audience in front of the screen?
大家好，我是
Ben and Vincent, please.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's a pleasure to be invited to this live show. My name is Vincent Wang. I'm the COO of this company. I believe everyone has seen those live show, which is it's quite fast when you're doing those printing.
Okay. So.
Actually, if you have to say about this question, you have to compare the traditional one and digital ones. There are several differences. First of all, if you want to do the changing of an order, as you see on the live show, for the traditional fractal, it takes about 30 minutes minimum, and for digital one, it will be actually pretty fast, like within 1 minute. So it's very important that our company have been invested great importance in technology appliance of this kind of printing machine. So since 2017, we started to do the research and investigation about this area, and we noticed that for this kind of thing, actually the printing machine from digital ones can reduce the time if we product products to the customers. You will reduce the lag time between those orders. So it's quite productive.
Okay, so thank you. So to sum up, that when you make the decision, you think that to shorten the delivery time and also to improve orders.
Yes. For JS, we have been in a partnership for several years. We have a 2.2 corrugator. We put a lot of efforts for this digital printing. Because the two relationship between JS and GXL, which is Guangxin Long, and we think for another cooperation with us, we actually reduce our such as the lagging time of the customer, the stuff to the products to the customers. Maybe we think that the new machine will actually bring a win-win result for both of those.
Okay, that's true. And I think to gain the mutual benefit and also to assist our customers to achieve success is also the ultimate goal of JS. First question is, will the ink be lost during the process? If not, then I will rely on my colleague Ben. So because it is digital printing, so we don't need to use the printing plates. And also the ink circulation systems actually have the waste ink can be collected, recycled, filtered, and reused again. So actually, it's a total closed loop circulation, which means that there is no waste or no loss of ink. So, and digital printer. Then, Ben. So, 他们问了一个问题，就是说传统你回答 ，OK， 你可以说慢一点，因为我要翻译。
就是目前的话，数码印刷的话，我们主要的优势的话，第一个就是这种换单效率，就是针对小订单的话，拥有这个换单快。我们基本上目前的换单的一个时间的话，都是在1到2分钟，针对各个订单的一个差异。然后数码的话，因为它不需要制作模板，然后属于这种无版印刷的这种工艺，所以就是在那个我们设计产品包装上面，就是拥有很大的一个空间，就是我可以根据不同的产品来设计我想要的一个包装方式和那个图案，所以这一块呢就是数码的一个优势。然后数码和传统相比的一个短板的话，目前第一块就是针对那种大批量的订单，可能说一个订单5万张、10万张这种，在最后生产下来一个综合成本上面，可能还是相对偏高。然后第二个的话就是针对于数码打印和传统印刷，对于这个颜色上面，因为它是这种2种不同的一个印刷工艺，所以导致最终呈现的一个颜色，传统印刷的这个颜色的艳丽度会比数码要好。目前的话主要是区别在这2块。
Okay, so the answer is currently the merits and advantage of digital printing is that it has much quicker time during the order change. Usually it costs about 1 or 2 minutes for the order change. And it doesn't need printing plate, as I mentioned earlier, so that it has flexible and rich in the pattern design and also in the way of packing design. And when talking about the shortage of the digital printing technology, is that when we run the big orders, let's say if an order has 50,000 to 10,000 sheets per order, so when we calculating the comprehensive cost, then the traditional flexos prevails. And also, when compare the color brightness of traditional printing and digital printing, actually the traditional printing prevails. Okay, that's it. 这是下一个问题是吧？没事，你就点这个，不是你就点这个我就看。Okay. So we'll see next one. 你在这上面翻，我就不知道是哪一个。Okay, we have another question. What are the required temp and humidity? 他问了一个问题，就是数码印刷需要的温度和湿度。
我们推荐的一个工作温度是25到30度，然后湿度的话在50%左右。
Okay. The recommended temperature, working temperature, ambient temperature would be 25 to 30 degrees centigrade. The recommended humidity would be around 50%. Okay. Let's see. Any other question? Okay.
Why you made glass house on the printing unit? Why you made glass house on the printing unit?
Okay. 他们有个 Why you make glass house on the printing unit? 我们为什么会在打印部做那样一个的玻璃房子？
主要就是2个目的。第一个，因为纸上厂的灰尘比较多，就是我们为了更好的保护我们的一个喷头，做了一个防尘。第二个的话，就是可以保证我们这个机器
Okay, another question. What kind of paper does the digital printing print on？ 就是这个数码印刷一般在这个什么样的纸材上面？
目前的话，数码印刷针对的就是常见的黄板、白板和涂布纸都可以应用。
Okay, so at this point of time, the digital printer usually prints on the regular brown sheet, white sheet, and coated sheet. Any other question? So I will ask Vincent.
Yeah.
Because there
For
are
some special use, actually, I've seen somebody used it for textile.
Okay. Okay.
But it's quite rare in this industry,
Okay.
textile things.
So what kind of cartons that you are using the JS Link to produce?
You're saying what kind of
Cartons,
final products
yes,
in the boxes.
Mm-hmm.
Mainly, we use this machine actually mainly for agricultural products and toys. Toys is one of the very important products in our area. With about 80% of the worldwide toys come from this Shantou cities, Shanghai area. So we actually doing the packaging for this kind of toys. But the toys has a better, as I said, and is very small orders, and those digital prints does not need, as you said.
我们选用的这款喷头的话，我们计算期就是出厂之后，我们是可以质保2年，就是2年内，如果是喷头出现任何问题，我们是进行一个免费的或者说是无偿的，我们进行一个维修或者更换。第二个的话就是喷头的使用成本的话，我想，在直播间里的观众大家肯定是对这个问题非常关心的，就是在这个问题上，我也给大家就是讲解一下。就是我们选用的这个喷头的话，要8年或者说10年，这个都是可能的。这个主要是取决于客户一个日常的维护。然后根据这个喷头这个系列的
guarantee period for the let's say the mechanical and electronics. The guarantee period is 1 year after delivery. For the printing head, it actually is 2 years. Printing head, JS will be responsible to repair it. When talking about maintenance, it depends on how the end user is really taking care of the printing heads. According to the statistics, so this kind of printing heads that we use, the longest one lasts around 8 to 10 years. So normally with the proper maintenance, so this printing head can last for 3 to 5 years, and even for some customers they can even use it for even 6 to 10 years. So it really depends on how you're taking care of your equipment.
Like the car. Like the car.
Yeah, like the car. Yeah, like the car. Like this is mentioned, like the car. Okay. Let's see.
Another question. What about the relationship between printing unit price cost and paper?
Okay, there's another question. What about the relationship between printing unit price cost and paper? 他们问的这个问题，我理解的就是说，这个
按需喷墨的话，就是你版面设计的越复杂，耗墨量就可能越大。就这个是没有一个统一的标准，就是完全依靠一个设计的。
Okay, so we don't have a uniform answer to this question. Actually, the cost is mainly depends relied on how complexity your pattern is. So let's see, the solid block costs much higher than very simple characters. So it really depends on the pattern design. So for the other cost, as Ben mentioned, would be roughly the same with the traditional flexos. I don't know whether Vincent would agree with this or not.
Also, there's another question, another point that depends on the color you use. The more color in one paper, the more ink you use, because the main three colors will basically just to apply on the machine to actually get different colors. So like you just printing one black ink, that will cost a lot more less than if you print black, white, black, red, and other colors. So it depends on the design.
Okay, thank you.
Next question. Why there are price differences among the different inks? The price differences.
Different inks. We actually purchase the same price.
Example?
The three main colors we use on the digital machine. The recent one we purchase, they have the same price.
Okay.
Even if you purchase red, blue, or yellow, they pack in a container, but they have the same price. There's no difference.
So the answer from the client is usually the true answer. So I won't
Yeah.
make any further
That's right. I have
comments on
purchased several recently.
Okay, another.
What is the relationship between printing speed and
Oh, okay. Another question: what is the relationship between printing speed and running speed? 就是打印速度跟什么有关系吧？
打印速度的话，主要是取决于我们打印的一个 DPI，就是我们生产机器的这个数码线的一个600 DPI 的情况下是100米每分钟，400 DPI 可以到150米每分钟。如果说想要的更快的速度 ，DPI 可以继续往下降。
So actually, the running speed, or what we see, the printing speed is depends on the DPI. So if say the higher the DPI is, the lower the speed is. So on the JS Slim, for example, if we print on the printing at 600 DPI, the printing speed would be around 100 meters per minute. If we print it at 400 DPI, the speed would around 150 meters per minute. So if the clients want even higher speed, so we can even lower down the DPI.
Here I add some more information because the DPI stands for dot per inch. Dot per inch is actually used quite frequently on the computer, saying like the resolution. So the higher, the more beautiful the thing is, the higher DPI is. So it's compared to the speed when you print it out.
Okay.
So say like this one can print to, according to the menu of your printing machine, can print up to 1,200 dpi. That could be a slow speed, but the resolution would be very nice.
So it's a balance between
It's about
beauty and speed.
and the cost.
Yeah, and the cost.
The
Of
more
course.
DPI would be the cost.
Yeah. Okay.
lifetime of the
In this device and how many square meters produced? Change. This one, I don't think I get the meaning of this question. Lifetime for each device. This one already been answered. This one already been answered. Okay. What kind of ink available? 是我们的油墨是什么样的性？
我们现在油墨的话是有2种，第一种是目前国内市场应用比较普遍的水性染料，然后还有一种是水性颜料，2种。
Okay. 染料用的会多一点。Okay. So currently, for example, in domestic China, the water-based dye ink more popular than the water-based pigment ink.
Kind of eco-friendly if you use water-based, like the traditional one fractals.
another question. Can the equipment size be customized, such as 800 multiply 2000？ 就是说，他问这个机器的这个尺寸可不可以定制？比如说，我们现场这台是2.8的，对吧？那他举的例子，可不可以定制这个800乘以2米的这个设备？
我们现在的话有2款设备，第一款就是大家看到的这个10x28厘米，就是2.8米，这个幅宽。我们还有一款就是16厘米，就是针对小宽，就是打印宽幅是1.2米以内的，就是给大家可以选择那个16厘米、10米、16厘米，这个机器尺寸会更小。
Okay. So currently the Jazz Slim has 2 specifications. One is the 2800, just like what you have seen in the factory. Its printing area is printing width maximum is 2200 millimeter. While we have another specification which is 1600 with the maximum printing width at 1200 millimeter. So if you want a smaller size machine, we recommend that you choose the 1600 size. And also, although the machine, like the one in Guangxinglong, although the width is 2800, the printing width maximum is 2200. If you want get bigger printing width, the difference is just you adding another row of printing heads. Any other question? Oh, yeah, I have one for Vincent. I've heard there's a kind of voice from the market. They're talking about integrate traditional flexos and digital printing technology together. So, what's your idea on the future of digital printing?
This investment actually is not small. I should say that the investment for us for GXL actually investment for the future. We have previewed the future that digital printing will be a mainstream with the technology improvement. So in a long run, I strongly believe that those products which can be digitalized will finally be digitalized. So for us, ourselves, we have to look further, not just focus on the traditional flexo machine, and we have to think about what will be happening in 10 years' time. So for this one, if you run it smoothly for 2,800 mm, the digital printing machine, we will be thinking about replacing another one, flexo. Just adding another, maybe just the technician says 1600 ones for small orders, because the running cost will be lower. As the bigger one uses more electricity, as we say, less in for this one. So that should be a foreseeable future for us.
Okay, that sounds very interesting, and I think your answer has also inspired, I think, some of our clients online to thinking about the possibilities in the future.
Add one more point. This one we're missing is the responsibility of a corporation. As we're saying, there's no printing press, which means eco-friendly. So the less pollution will be produced if you're using this kind of machine. So I think must be a future things we're looking for today.
Thank you. And we have any other question? We have another question. Can the I mean the digital printer can produce any sheets that is not in that's in irregular shape， 可不可以打印异形的纸张？
就是只要是平整的纸都是可以。
Okay, so the answer is as long as the sheet is smooth or the warp degree.
Maybe he's
can be
asking
controlled.
about the one we encountered before, because sometimes when you produce the cardboard from the corrugator, when you store it for like 3 days, you actually turn a curved shape. So maybe the viewer is saying that if it's not a straight side, can it be printable?
就是说，比如说你的这个翘曲的程度控制在什么范围以内，你是可以打印的。
目前的话，就是传统印刷机器能做的纸，是一定可以做的。
Okay, so to make it simple, those that can be produced on traditional flexos can also be produced on the digital press.
Recommendation from us that try to keep it straight, as smooth as possible, just not too curved. It will run smoothly.
Or maybe one thing to shorten the waiting time in the process.
Just straight away from the corrugator and then go to the printing machine at the same time.
Yeah, and also maybe do some kind of wrapping around it, sort of things like that. Okay. Do you have any other questions? Okay, I think time flies very fast. I think it's come to the end. So, as we mentioned earlier, we'll have a lucky draw session. Please, we'll invite Vincent to run the lucky draw, and we will select 3 lucky audience from the online attendees. So the winners can get 1,000 coupon for spare parts. 1,000 coupon for spare parts. So
I'm inside the lottery pool.
maybe
for the viewers only. For the viewers only.
Maybe then we'll make some preparation for the special gift for you. Okay? So
I can do that. I'm not sure.
Okay, you can press this button.
Okay, since you press the first one.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Coupon and then confirm. And then start.
Okay, you have to click again.
Stop.
Stop.
Okay.
Okay. We have all the. Can you see the screen? Okay, we got 3 lucky
They're
guys.
showing on the page of the lottery.
Okay, yeah. So we are typing the winners on the screen.
Oh,
So-
familiar name.
Yeah. Okay. I think only one is from a foreign country. So I'll ask Vincent to do it again.
Maybe the technician
Yeah,
do one.
Okay, then please.
Just to be fair, right? I'm not losing at all.
Okay.
Yes. Okay, in the second round.
Okay, thank you. Second round. We will. I think it's Will. Okay, after the show, our staff will contact you for the prize claim.
For the coupons.
Yeah, for the coupons. Okay. Okay. So I think we have already finished what we've been planned for today. So if you have any questions, further questions or doubts that you need support from us, you can contact us on the through either the telephone or the email address under the screen below. And we thank you very much for your time being spending with us, and I will also extend my thanks to Vincent and to Ben. Thank you very much for your time being with us. Okay, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. We will see you next time. See you. Bye.